Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced, and it's going to be a video from, well, talking about understanding data. And today what I want to focus on is what is OLTP? What does this acronym mean? What is the grand scheme of things here? If you guys enjoyed this video and you've enjoyed my other content and the content to come, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with your thoughts. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter and LinkedIn, and let's begin. So bottom line, when we talk about OLTP, we need to understand that there's a world of applications out there. And those applications could be something like, the membership system at a local gym. It could be like your favorite social media app. It could be internal business applications that are used to like track orders or inter-office communications, HR systems. We have all sorts of applications that are built to track all sorts of things. And those applications need a place to store the data for the different types of work that they are doing. Okay, and basically those systems are called databases. Okay, a database system essentially is a place to persist that data. I mean, when I say persist, it means to be able to save that data somewhere that will exist even when the application is not working or is off. It's separate from the application itself. Okay, if the application shuts down or breaks, the data information just doesn't disappear. Okay, it's kind of like if you ever played video games, like on an old school PlayStation, you would need a memory card. And basically, if I didn't have a memory card, I couldn't save my game. So then what would happen is that when I shut off my PlayStation, all my progress was gone, but I was able to persist my game even when the PlayStation was off if I were to save my data on a memory card. So databases act as that memory card. Okay, and there's several different types of databases, graph, document, relational, and I'm going to talk about all those categories in future videos on this channel. So if you want to learn about all of that, subscribe to the channel. Okay, but today I'm going to be focusing mostly on sort of the world of relational databases. And in relational databases, the data is generally stored in a columnar, not in a columnar format, in a row-based format. So what does that mean? Okay, so bottom line is when you think of the actual data structure, so the way that the data, every time you have data showing up in a computer, that computer that data has to be loaded up into that computer's memory and has to be represented in some way that is going to make certain things that the computer does faster and other things that it does slower. Okay, so for this type of workloads, these applications do, they do a lot of what are called transactions. Okay, where basically think about it like I buy something, that's a transaction. I get a membership at the gym, that's a transaction. I hire a new employee, that's a transaction. Okay, an employee leaves the company, that's a transaction. Okay, an employee changes their address, that's a transaction. But at the end of the day, you're only affecting one employee at a time or one member at a time. So in that case, what we do is we group the data sort of in that way, in rows. So imagine, okay, if we have three fields, name, ID, name, and age. Okay, so essentially, let's say I went and signed up for a membership at the gym. Okay, so I'm the first member. My name is Alex, and my age is 38. And then later on, my brother Tony signs up for a membership at the same gym. So he'd be ID number 2. His name is Tony, and his age is 35. Okay, but notice that what I did is I added a row. Okay, and then let's say I one day decide to cancel my membership, I'm removing a row. Or if maybe one day I decide to change my name and I become Alexo, okay, I'm updating a single row. So it's actually very convenient to have my data sort of organized in this row-based structure because of the type of work that these applications do. Okay, they're not running analytics. Okay, so these systems that help applications process data in sort of this way for their transactional workloads, these are referred to as OLTP, Online Transactional Processing Systems. Okay, but you know what? That's not the whole story. Okay, eventually you're going to want this data to expand into analytics. And for that, we'll talk about that in the next video. We'll talk about OLAP or OLAP, Analytical Processing Systems. I'll see you there. Make sure to like and subscribe.